Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS. Let's get to the news now, folks. You've probably heard the news that's been circulating around the NFL circles and especially within the NFC South, and it's a story that could have major implications for the Atlanta Falcons. Recently, the Carolina Panthers made a surprising move that's got everyone talking. They decided to release veteran pass rusher Jadeveon Clowney. Now, why is that such big news? Well, because this move could open the door for the Falcons to make a very strategic signing, one that could really bolster their pass rush and help them take a big step forward in the upcoming season. And trust me, for Falcons fans, this is something to keep a close eye on, because it might just be the missing piece we've been waiting for to complete the puzzle on defense. The entire offseason for Atlanta has been all about rebuilding, retooling, and focusing on boosting that pass rush. If you've been following the team, you know that the Falcons have been pretty active in trying to strengthen that front seven. The most noteworthy signing so far has been veteran pass rusher Leonard Floyd. He's a player with a lot of experience, and his presence alone adds a layer of stability and leadership up front. Floyd's a player who's proven in the league. He's got that explosiveness, that ability to disrupt the quarterback, and he's a guy who can be a cornerstone for the pass rush. But let's not forget, the Falcons didn't stop there. The team also made a bold move in the draft, adding 2 first-round pass rushers in Jalen Walker and James Pierce Jr. Now, that's a bold strategy, aiming to build for the future and add young, talented players to the mix. But here's the thing, rookies, especially pass rushers, often need time to develop. And with that, there's always a question mark about how much production you can expect from them right out of the gate. Walker and Pierce are promising, no doubt about it, but their rookie seasons might not be as explosive as some fans hope. This is where veteran depth becomes so crucial. Having a reliable, proven pass rusher who can step in and produce immediately can make a huge difference, especially when those rookies are still finding their footing. And that's exactly why the possibility of signing Jadeveon Clowney suddenly becomes so appealing. It's not just about adding a player to the roster, it's about adding a game changer, a veteran who has been to the playoffs, who has a track record of making impact plays. And with Clowney now available after his release from Carolina, the Falcons have an incredible opportunity in front of them. Now, you might be wondering, why Clowney? Well, let's look at his recent performance and what he could bring to Atlanta. Last season, Clowney played in Carolina and finished with 5 sacks, despite being part of a defense that was pretty dysfunctional overall. That kind of production on its own isn't eye-popping, but considering the circumstances, a team in transition, a defense in chaos, it's actually quite respectable. Prior to that, he spent time with the Baltimore Ravens, and in the 2022 season, he racked up 5 sacks. That's nearly a double-digit sack season, and it shows that Clowney still has the potential to be a disruptive force when put in the right environment. And here's the key, could he still reach those heights with the Falcons? That's the big question. The fact that he's a veteran with a proven skill set means he can be an immediate contributor. If Atlanta manages to sign him, it could be a game changer, especially since the Falcons need more depth and consistency on the edge. Right now, Braylon Trice and Arnold Ebiketie are still unproven, still developing. Floyd is the only established player with consistent production, and even he's not a veteran with a long history of double-digit sacks. So, adding Clowney would give the Falcons a much-needed boost in that department. Of course, the strategic value goes beyond just adding a player. It's about the locker room, the leadership, and the experience that Clowney can bring to a young group trying to find its identity. His presence could serve as a mentor for those younger pass rushers, helping them develop and learn how to succeed at the NFL level. Plus, having a veteran like Clowney on the roster provides Atlanta with more flexibility. If things go according to plan, he can be part of a rotational system, giving the team fresh legs and keeping opponents on their toes. And even if the rookies do develop quickly, having that veteran option is invaluable for a team looking to make a real playoff push. Now, let's talk a little about the bigger picture here. The NFC South has been one of the most competitive divisions in recent years, with teams like Tampa Bay, New Orleans, and Carolina all vying for supremacy. The Panthers' decision to release Clowney is a clear signal that they're retooling, perhaps looking to rebuild their defense differently this year. For the Falcons, though, this is a golden opportunity to capitalize on a division rival's misstep. Signing Clowney would not only strengthen the pass rush, but also send a message that Atlanta is serious about contending and not afraid to make bold moves. And the history of Clowney's career shows that he's a player who can turn games around. His explosiveness off the edge, his ability to set the edge against the run, and his knack for forcing turnovers make him a threat that offenses have to account for. When he's motivated and in the right scheme, he can produce those game-changing plays that swing momentum in favor of his team. It's about finding the right fit, and with Atlanta's defensive coaching staff known for their innovative schemes, there's a real possibility that Clowney could thrive in this system. But of course, nothing is certain until it happens. The Falcons will need to weigh the financial aspect, the fit within their defensive scheme, and how Clowney's personality and work ethic mesh with the team culture. But considering the current state of their pass rush, which needs reinforcement, and the potential for a veteran presence to elevate the younger players, this move makes a lot of sense. It's a low-risk, high-reward scenario that could pay dividends if all falls into place. Looking ahead, the Falcons are clearly trying to build a team that can compete at the highest level. The draft picks, the addition of Floyd, and now potentially signing Clowney, all of these moves are pieces of a larger puzzle. The goal is to have a defense that can pressure the quarterback consistently, disrupt passing games, and give the offense more opportunities to score. With Desmond Ridder leading the offense and a defense that's gradually taking shape, the Falcons are positioning themselves as serious contenders in 2024. So, Falcons fans, it's an exciting time. The possibility of Clowney donning the red and black could be the spark that takes this team to a new level. It's all about seizing opportunities, making smart moves, and building a roster that can compete week in and week out. Keep an eye on this story, because if it happens, it might just be the missing link that propels Atlanta into the postseason and beyond. The NFC South is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing divisions, and the Falcons are right in the middle of it, ready to make some noise. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Atlanta Falcons news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential signing? Do you think Clowney is the missing piece that can push this team over the edge? Or do you believe the team should focus on developing the young guys and building through the draft? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Falcons. Remember, this is a community of passionate fans who want to see their team succeed, and your voice is a vital part of that. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news. Whether it's roster moves, draft analysis, or game predictions, I'll keep you informed and engaged. Thanks for sticking with us, and let's keep that Falcons spirit alive.